Hello, everyone. It is so nice to be with you this evening. I have a card that I'm going to share with you, probably a couple of cards, using the Comfort and Hope stamp set and Touch of Ink. And I'm a little late on this, but today is the last day that you can get this stamp set for free. So yeah, this is really beautiful, and I have a very lovely and simple to do card for you tonight using this. And then I also, I'm going to show you a sympathy card with the Comfort and Hope because it's a very fun collage stamping set. And you know I love to do that. So I wanted to also, in concurrent with, actually, let me get into that in just a second. My name is Kelly Rose, and I am with rosiescrapper.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am all of the products that you see me use in this video, you can purchase through my online store. This is another thing that is free, and again, I apologize for being so late to remind you guys about Celebration that ends today, the 28th of February. If you are joining me live, I would love for you to say hello. Let me know you're there, and so we can chat as I go along, and you can ask me questions, and I can ask you questions. And so let's go ahead and get started. This is sort of what I'm going to do with the card tonight, not exactly. But I am going to start with a Whisper White card base, and I am going to use this stitched shapes. Let me get the name of that stamp set, or that die set exact. Stitched Nested Label Dies. Stitched Nested Label Dies. So it's these. Love them. Love all the sizes. Use that quite a bit. So I think we'll go ahead and get started with the flower image. And then I wanted to try this again with the leaf image. So you get both the outline image and then the inner image that looks kind of like watercolor. And so it's really just very stunning and easy to do because they don't line up perfectly. They're not made to line up perfectly. So that's really nice if you struggle with trying to make things look perfect like I do. But I'm also going to do another technique tonight that I love to do, and that is adding a little extra color to my stamp before I stamp it. So let's see. I want to use, I've rearranged my office, so my colors are not right in front of me. And so I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo, and I'm also going to use Basic Black for the outline. So let's get started with the outline. And then I also wanted to let you know that I'm going to be doing this Sunday night series in conjunction with, now I didn't get permission for this, so I hope he doesn't mind, my pastor's sermon on Beatitudes. And so today was Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And I wanted to do a few sympathy cards tonight because, yeah, actually I need to check this card, this color. So cherry cobbler is what I'm looking for. I will show you that paper. It is very beautiful. Hey, I really hope that you'll say hello to me. Let me know you're there. Oh, look. Hi, Jennifer. Good to see you. And Gloria. Actually, Jennifer, are you still there? Did you stay with me? Let me grab a Stampin' sponge because I'm going to add a little bit of extra color to my stamp. So I'm inking this up with Flirty Flamingo because that is the color that is in the paper. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of that cherry cobbler right here in the center of these little flowers. And then give it a little huff in case that Flirty Flamingo started to dry out. And then go for it. There we go. Isn't that pretty? A little extra dimension with that cherry cobbler there in the center, huh? So if you would like, then you could take your, like I said, I've rearranged everything. Take your blender pen and just kind of blend that in. And because this is the distinctive stamp set, you get these little markings that help create the image to be dimensional, but I kind of like to smooth them out a little bit with the blender pen. All right, so I'm also going to add a little bit of, I'm going to brush on some color. I'm going to grab a pink brush and just make a little halo. Hello, Diana. So, oh, Diana, I don't recognize your name. Have you ever watched one of my lives before? So I'm just going to create a little bit of cloud of color here behind my image there. And now I'm going to use this lovely image right there, this little dotting image, and just add some dots around. So I'm a little later today because I had something on TV that I wanted to watch earlier. I love the way this dotted image just kind of seems to wrap around the image, and that's good. I'm going to leave that like that. Oh, maybe one more. Can we ever have too many dots? I don't know. Maybe. All right, so this is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and use this Whisper White card base because I'm still using up my Whisper White. I do have some of the basic white, which is beautiful. I'm just a little brighter, a little bluer. And this piece of paper, which comes from the free paper that you can get, it's called Flower and Field Designer Series paper. And again, today's the last day to get that with a $50 order. The link is in my, oh, I didn't put the link in the description, did I? Shoot. See, aren't these beautiful? Love that one. As a matter of fact, why don't we add a little bit of that to our, yeah, it's on the back of here. Let's add a little strip of that to this for some added interest. What do you say? How about an inch and a half, inch and 3/4? Oh, good. Well, welcome. Lovely to have you. And so what part of the world are you from, Diana? I am in southern Arizona, and I'm complaining about my 55-degree weather today. All right, I think that this is going to need some ribbon. So let's see. I wish they had, no, I can never be happy, right? Flirty Flamingo ribbon. But we do have Flirty Flamingo twine. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Flirty Flamingo twine. I think I used this on my last live. So let's wrap that around a couple of times. So anyway, let me tell you about my idea for this series that coincides with my Pastors series. Actually, let me just double up the whole thing. I wanted to create cards using the scripture that he's using in his sermon because I know that I personally can sometimes have a hard time coming up when I need it, the right scripture to add or the right thing to say in a card, especially a sympathy card, but all kinds of cards really. I'm not very eloquent, so I like to use up a lot of space in my cards so that I don't feel like I need to write a lot. Let me go ahead and add that. So I just doubled up my twine. And I'll add that right here. And then in that stamp set, there is the words hope and love. And so I'm going to add the word hope. And then I will use the comfort and hope inside because I really like the scripture that was used today. Ugh. Fumbling fingers, fumbling fingers. Oh, California. So I lived most of my life in, not really close to you, but most of my life in Escondido. So Santa Clarita, that is up in the, I want to say it's near, oh golly. Struggling with this. Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick. You guys want to see a trick, right? I'm going to tie this on a bottle and then show you a different way to do this. Let's see, where is my little bottle? I don't know where my little bottle is. This glue bottle will work. All right, so just grab a bottle and you'll get the idea of what kind of size you need for based on the type of paper object that you are tying this around. And then I'll pull these, get them where I want them, and then I'll just snip this. Now I know that I want this over here on the left, so I won't need as much string on this side. So I'm going to snip that right there. And then I will just tape this. These ends that I cut will get taped on the back here, like that. So, Gloria, if you're still there, have you seen my rearrange in my room? That's what I spent all morning Saturday doing. I got things closer to my fingertips, many things closer to my fingertips. Okay, so this needs to be cut. And then I'll trim these, although that's probably not necessary. Ugh, I just feel like I'm all thumbs tonight. I actually have not been feeling all that well this weekend. Hello, Lynette. I'm not seeing, oh, Lynette, where do you live now? I'm not seeing the comments. I'm having to keep scrolling. Normally they scroll up for me. So now you live, oh, yeah, 8 miles from Magic Mountain. So is that near San Francisco? Did I ever get the word San Francisco out of my mouth? Because that's what I meant to say. I know sometimes I get caught up in my trying to craft and talk at the same time, which I'm not always very skilled at. Okay. Yep, so I lived, Lynette, oops, I don't want, Lynette, I lived basically just around the corner from, you know who I mean, or upline. Gosh, Natalie, duh. Why could I not say her name? Because I'm thinking about where this is. Hi, Jackson. So I have my window open and Jackson just came to scare me with his face. Okay, so I better check how I stamp this. And I don't think I've ever used it. So Lynette, those of you who are with me, Lynette makes a beautiful cards. She is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And Diana, are you a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator? Or a crafter? Paper crafter? What do you like to do? What brought you to this station? Am I a little more tape? Oh, San Marcos. Yeah, I love San Marcos. We were very close to San Marcos where we lived, near the Escondido Country Club. Do you know where that is? And so if you know where Natalie lives, then you know that that's really close by. Okay, so this is ready to go down. So some of you may have heard this story before there. Isn't that beautiful? Let's get some dimensionals. This needs to be used up, doesn't it? Well, I don't seem to be having that stalling problem that I was having last Sunday, but I took my son's phone away from him, so he couldn't be on a game at the same time I was trying to do a live, and his games usually involve like some amount of FaceTime, so it can really use up a lot of the bandwidth. Okay, so we need a little bit of bling, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the inside. Let's see. What kind of bling shall we do tonight? How about these gorgeous opals again? I can't seem to get enough of those right now. Morning View. Hey, I think I used to live on Morning View. I am not kidding you. Is there some apartments on Morning View? Because I lived in some apartments that were across from the Lower Vons. That's so funny. You know exactly what you mean. So that's considered San Marcos? I didn't realize that. Oh, hydrangea heavy. I've had that for a long time and I haven't played with it yet. Making a friend a bouquet pot. Oh, that'll so pretty. Need someone in the background to watch and listen to you. Listen. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you were able to join me. How long have you been a demonstrator? Lynette, how long have you been a demonstrator? Okay, I'll get that later. Put these aside. I'm not feeling super happy about where this is, so let me try it in a few other places. Maybe up there, maybe up there, maybe in here. I'm gonna try it right there. I always struggle with where I put my little doodads. Okay, pretty. I'm going to stop now. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, so from Comfort and Hope, I want to stamp that Comfort and Hope. And I'm going to stamp it in black, and then I'm going to share with you the scripture that I want to put in it. Yeah. Oh, good. Well, it's a wonderful, wonderful hobby. And although I do classes, I would say I'm not. It's a side business. I wouldn't call it a full on because I'm a math teacher and math teaching takes up a lot of my time. Okay, so Comfort and Hope. So here is the scripture that I wanted to share with you. Sorry about that. It's been very windy here today. All right, where is it? Okay, 2 scriptures. And I'm going to go ahead and write these in here. And I don't have very good handwriting, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Because I want the scripture to be written in my own hand. And so I'm going to find my black marker. "5 years. Oh, Morning View's where you used to live. Okay, cool. Thanks, Diana. So I don't know if you heard, but my pastor's doing a series on the Beatitudes, and this one was how God heals broken hearts. So I wanted to start with the Lord is close to the brokenhearted. And he saves those whose spirits have been crushed. And that is Psalm 34:18. And then I also wanted to put in here, I will never leave you and I will never abandon you, which is Hebrews 13:5. At least I'm assuming that these references are correct because they're in the bulletin, right? I probably should have checked that because, humans can make mistakes, but I am so happy about this. I hope that this is helpful to you. And if it is, then please let me know. Give me a thumbs up. And yeah, very cool. All right. So I have another one. And if you are familiar with me at all, then you know I love to do collage stamping. And I seem to, oh, here's my black. So this will be on a white card as well. And I'm going to do it all with the Comfort and Hope. So let me show you that stamp set again. So salud, what does that mean? I feel like I should know what that means, and I don't. So this is a really fun collage stamping set. So I'm going to use this twiny looking thing and that branch. And I'm taking my color combo inspiration from the same paper set, yeah, Field and Flower. So I'm going to start with that swirly. And I was using a different color on it, so I'm going to clean this off. So. And one down here. There we go. So this area right here will be covered up with my greeting. And this is Misty Moonlight. So a solid one there, and then a stamp off here. And then one down here. And a stamp off here. And now those little they're like little rhinestone things right here. I've put them both. It's two different stamp sets, and I think that you could probably stamp this one inside here, but I just put them together to go make some cool little dots in black. And then down here as well, like that. And then I've got a strip of 3/4 inch white, and I'm going to stamp the greeting again in black. This time I'm going to put it on the front of the card. It means bless you. Oh, cool. There we go. And I am going to layer this up on another piece of black, and this is going to go in here. So this is 3/4, and this is 7/8. Ooh, I've gotten some mess on there. Eek. Okay, so I'm just going to hold these together, kind of like where I want them. And then I'm just going to clip this off like that, and then I'll scooch this down so it has the black everywhere. Ready for some glue on that. Oh, hi, Lori. Cool. Lori is also a demonstrator who makes really beautiful cards. Okay, you demonstrators, what am I doing wrong with my stamp and seal? Oh, it's out. That would make a difference, wouldn't it? Okay, so let me put that there and grab some other kind of adhesive. And I will be adding some ribbon around this as well. It's a little bit larger ribbon, so hopefully I won't have trouble tying it. Although, you know what? Why don't I just use the same technique, right? You want to see that again, don't you? This time I'll use my larger bottle of Stampin' Mist. So if you are joining me live and haven't said hello to me yet, I would love to hear from you. And also, if you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, that would be awesome if you would. And a thumbs up is very helpful. So there we go. And again, I want this on the left, my bow on the left. So I will cut this off at a spot over here to the left of the bow. Okay, so I'm confused now. That's part of the bow, right? Yeah. Oh, I see what I did. I didn't cut this off when I made the bow. You won't confuse yourself like I just confused myself if you trim that before you cut it. Just saying. Okay, there we go. I got it now. I got it. I got it. I got it. There we go. So this is the Misty Moonlight ribbon. It's one of our in colors. Oops, can't use that. Where's the one I can use? Here it is. One of our current in colors. Really beautiful. And these ribbons are nice. That bow, I probably could have done that bow on the card because that ribbon is a little easier for my big old fat fingers to get hold of. Let's get this trimmed up. And I need my ribbon scissors. You guys are quiet tonight. Letting me do all the talking. I prefer when you guys do all the talking. So my new setup is allowing me to not show you so much of my messy desk. Oh, that needs to go over a little more. I guess I should have checked that. There we go. That'll work. All right, so I'm going to grab some dimensionals and I'll just fiddle with that bowl and make it work. So dimensionals, I think I'll go with mini dimensionals for this. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And I'll cut it off later. And probably one more. Yeah, probably. Okay. So did I tell you that I went to get tested for the, you know what? I did. I went and got tested today because I have lost my sense of taste for several days now. Really no other symptoms than that, but my sense of taste is completely gone. And I don't know if you have ever lost your sense of taste, but it is freaky, weird, and disgusting. It's disgusting because you put food in your mouth and it has that texture that you're familiar with, but it doesn't have any taste. It's so gross and weird. So, because that is one of the main symptoms, I decided I better go ahead and figure it out. Because if it's not that, which in a way I'm kind of hoping it is, since it's been going on for like 4 days and obviously it hasn't hit me very hard. Although I don't want to give it to anybody, obviously. But that didn't get on there very straight. Then I know that I'll get over it. It'll go away. If it's not, but you know what, then I'm gonna have to figure out why I've lost my sense of taste, which is really kind of freaking me out. You're welcome, Lori. It's so true. It's so true. So when will you be here, Lori, so we can do another live together? That was fun. On the next one, you're going to have to do a card, though. Oh, I like it. I like it. It's pretty. Okay, so I think that there are some reddish rhinestones in the holiday rhinestones that are still current. Is this one out too? If not, there we go. Always get a little adhesive on your ribbons. That's a fun stamp set, isn't it? If you like collage stamping, that is a must-have, I think. All right. So on the inside of this one, there are some really nice sentiments in here as well. Know that I love you and care about you. I think I just will use that one. So, do you have better weather this weekend, Lori? Because last week during the live, you were getting snow. And I know you didn't hear me earlier, but I was complaining about our 55-degree weather. I better check that and see if it is stamping straight. Pretty straight. Yay! All right. So I am going to add that scripture in there as well, unless there's another one that I want to use. Oh, yeah, here's a good one. This one is also really good. This is from Isaiah 61. Speaking of Jesus. He has sent me, up here, to comfort all who mourn, to give to those who mourn. In Zion, joy and gladness instead of grief. And a song of praise instead of sorrow. Oops. Isaiah 61, 2 through 3. All right. So I've got some envelopes here, and I think that before we close up shop, we should probably stamp the envelopes, don't you think? All right, so I have all of my inks still here. Let's grab that little circular shape. Have I lost it? Here it is. I think one will do it. And then a little wheat. think we'll just stick with 2 and then a few of the little dots. And now my card is ready to send. Always get your envelope stamped right away so it is ready to go. All right, so there's that one. And there's my other one. There it is. And we need to stamp that one as well. So grab the other. Do I have another envelope here? It's right here. And this needs to be stamped on. How about making a wedding card? I need 2 for this weekend. Oh, okay. This coming weekend? So, yeah, if you want to stay, Lori, we could just work on it together. What stamp set do you want me to use? Thank you, Diana. I appreciate that. And hey, I would love to see your pop-up box when you're done. I have a Stampin' Up, or sorry, a Facebook group called Rosie Scrapper Stampers. And I think I'm going to do the too. Oh no, let's put paper on there. Yay, I have tons of that paper, so I should use them up. You know, I think that I will add this. I know that I love and care about you to the front, to the envelope. Who says that we can't put words on envelopes, right? And then the Flirty Flamingo. So yeah, Lori, what stamp set are you going to do your... wedding card with? So this is actually what I did earlier, Lori, on my card. I haven't prepared any wedding scriptures, though. Right, no naked envelopes. All right, let's get some paper. Oh, wait, we need dots, don't we? Should have dots. In here, and around there, and on the stem. Oh, I love those. Oh. They just make it, I think. All right, piece of this paper. Oh my goodness, I don't have any. Oh yeah, this is a scrap. All right, so let me trim this to 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches is what you need for your envelope flat. Oh, that's okay. It doesn't matter. You can, I mean, you know, if you find it, that's awesome. You can just say that. So Rosie Scrapper Stampers, if you request to join, then you can post the pictures on there. And we promise to ooh and ah, don't we, ladies? Lynette, have you joined that group? You should join that group and share your beautiful creations. And then just take your paper snips, although I grabbed my Fiskars, not my paper snips. Yay! All right, ready to go. So Lori, you could do this. This would make a good wedding card if you just did love on here instead of hope. This exact same layout. I'm sure you probably have that stamp set and that paper, right? That would make a beautiful wedding card, I think. And if you felt like it wasn't fancy enough, you could add some more layers, layer behind that and a layer behind that. Maybe flamingo or something. Okay. I think that's it. Unless Lori tells me which stamp set she needs a card from. But I think I just gave her an answer, right? All right. Which one's your favorite, guys? I like them both. Different color combos. Totally different cards, really. I think I could have used another, like, branchy thing right there. I'm half tempted to try and lift that up and stamp again, but I probably would ruin it if I did. Oh, did you really? Yeah, I think I ended up with it with 3 of them in the end as well. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what that means, but I know it means that you cut up your whole pack all at once. I don't know what the dimensions are that you're supposed to do it in. So, Diana likes the right side. Gloria is not choosing. Yeah, Rosie Scrapper Stampers. It's a baby group, and I'm trying to encourage those who are in it to start posting. I get requests to join every now and then, but not very many posts. But maybe that's my fault because I don't give them challenges or whatnot. But this was very fun, and I'm so glad that you were here with me, that you joined in and participated. It is always more fun to craft with others. So thanks for joining me. This idea came from someone on Pinterest too. I don't know if it was exactly, I never went back to like see who it was. And I'm not even sure I pinned it. I just like remember seeing it and thought, okay, I want to do something like that. But I think this piece of paper here was like dry embossed with a really cool embossing folder. All right. Well, lovely to spend Sunday evening with you, and I hope that you are encouraged by the scripture that I put inside the cards, and you'll remember that I did this, and maybe, bookmark the video so you're like, oh yeah, when I need scriptures for sympathy cards, then I know what to do. Also, next week, whatever is next in the Beatitudes, that is what next week's scripture will be. So, yeah, it was lovely. So, Lynette likes the comfort and hope one. Yeah, I think I lean towards this one as well. I love white backgrounds where there's a lot of white on cards. Like those. Oh, thanks, Diana. And I'm so glad that you joined me. So, it's usually around 5 on Sunday nights. So, yeah, I hope that you get to join me again. All right, you guys, good night. I don't know if you guys are still there, but oh my goodness, I can't end this. I keep clicking end live video. End? And it's not ending. I guess I'm just gonna have to bail. Is that what I'm gonna have to do? I'll do this.